Okay, we are recording. So welcome to, I don't like to call it orientation because it makes me feel like I'm back in school or in college or something. But I do love that you guys got on and that we'll be able to record this and upload it to let everybody in on this. But I definitely want to have everyone comfortable from the get-go. And I know that the back office can be a little bit confusing because it's not like a normal website. We have different ways to purchase things and different ways to earn money back, even just on your own orders. So I want to make sure that everybody is always comfortable with that right off the start and knows that you can ask questions at any point in time. I am going to start off. I'm going to mute everybody just from the beginning. And then, like I said, if you guys need anything or if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I'm going to share my screen so you can see it. Sam, I can still see you. You can see my screen. Okay. Oops. Okay. I am a quote lover, but one of the things that Plexus, one of our mottos is love life, live healthy, be Plexus. And that's one of the best things about this journey is that there's so many people on it for so many different things, but we're all here for the common reason of trying to get ourselves healthy and get started on a journey to get to those root cores that we need addressed. I love that so many people are reaching out about this. I've told my story 100 times and you guys have heard that I wanted nothing to do with the sharing part of it. But once we start feeling better, there's so many people in here that didn't want to ever share these products. But once you're starting to feel better, you want other people to feel that way too. So I'm so excited that so many people are new every day and that people are taking the time out of their schedules and caring enough to share with everybody else around us. One of the things that really drew me into this company when I was first starting with it, and even just before I ordered the products, I really looked into the company as a whole. Our execs, our CEO and our president are phenomenal. I've gotten the chance to listen to them at different conferences that we've gone to and just hear different stories about them. And we even got to meet Alec backstage. Long story, but when we were in Vegas last year, I dropped my bag in between, like in the risers at the MGM. And so they had to get a security person to go back through and get everything out for me. So we got to go backstage kind of, and Alec was back there. But I mean, 12,000 people, like he was super busy. He did not need to stop and talk to us, but he does for every single person. One of the other ambassadors told a story where she ran into him at a restaurant and he asked her, like she of course went up and introduced herself and said that she was an ambassador with Plexus and that she was a member. And he said, well, are you going to convention this year? And she said that she didn't have money, and he opened up his wallet and paid for her registration to be able to go to convention because he is that into this company and knows just how life-changing those events are and how life-changing these products are. So it's really, really amazing that we know that this comes from the top down. You know, they would do anything to make sure that this company is what it is and the products are what they are. So $34.95. The more that I am in this company, the more I realize just how amazing that price is. We pay one time, it's $34.95. You never have another website fee, you never have another ordering fee. You do not have to worry about losing your discount. With a lot of other network marketing companies, you need to maintain a minimum order every single month to be able to keep your discount. And that is not true with Plexus. So you pay that $34.95 one time, you have it for the entire year. With a company that I had ordered with before, I never shared anything with them, but I was ordering, and if I didn't order 125 PV every single month, I ended up losing my discount. I had a 30% discount and I went back down to 0. And then I had to work my way back up the scale. I just thought that that's the way that all network marketing companies were, but it is not that way. And Plexus makes, other companies, Plexus sets the mark for other companies to try to work for. So you have a full discount on your products. If you order once and don't want to order again for 6 months, you still have your discount. Of course, I would not suggest that because you're not going to have the consistency. The products aren't going to work for you, which is a huge, huge thing in this. You know, that consistency part is really big. And when we get to the back office, we'll talk about that with the convenience orders and the ways that you can order. You always have that money back promise. So from each order, it's not just 60 days from the first time that you order. So every single order, you have 60 days to be able to return that. You can return each product once. So for myself, I didn't return it. I just ended up giving it to somebody. But the Edge is not a product that I super love. It's the only product that I've tried that just doesn't quite agree with me. It makes me like hyper speed, which I'm a pretty hyper person to begin with. So I didn't really need to be on warp mode. But that product was not one that I loved. So if I would have wanted to, I could return that product. However, I can only do it once. So if I ordered that Edge product again for some reason, I couldn't return it again. So you have 60 days from every single order to be able to return that product if it's something that you don't find that you love. You get your own website. As soon as you do that membership fee, now you have your own business. Whatever you choose to do with that is completely fine. You can order through yourself, you can share it with other people, but you get that website. Oh, again, with other companies, I don't really like to compare us to other companies because there's not really a comparison. But with other companies, you have to pay for that website every single month just to be able to have it, not with Plexus. We get tech support if you have any trouble with your site or being able to order, anything like that. You call. Our tech support is amazing. Same with product support, customer support. If you have specific products or questions about the products, they will walk you through any of that. Just make sure when you call in that you know your customer ID number. Shipping department is super amazing. So for that $34.95, you get all of that wrapped up into one. The shipping department is coming out of Arizona, so wherever you are in the country, it's usually about 2 or 3 days they ship everything priority. Setting goals for yourself, I think that this is really, really important, regardless of if you join because you just want the products at a cheap price, or if you join because you want the products at a cheap price and you want other people, to share this journey with you. Whatever your goals are, I think it's so important to write them down and put them in front of you. Then you can really reach for them. You have something to shoot for every single day. The biggest thing about these products is being consistent. We are bombarded with over 500 toxins every single day, the average person, from the air that we breathe, the food that we eat, deodorants that we wear, makeup, shampoos, conditioners, soaps. You get the point, but that's why these products are so important to be consistent. You can't have it sit on your shelf and think that if you take it once or twice a week that it's going to do something for you. That's not the way that this works. You have to be consistent and you have to find your rhythm with it. If you need help with that, if you need help finding what schedule works best for you, that is completely fine. That is what this group is for. Do not ever hesitate to reach out. We were all at that beginning stage at one point in time, so we know what that's like. The way that I take my products and the way that I advise people to might not necessarily be what works best in your schedule. The important thing is that you're taking it and you're being consistent. So never hesitate to reach out about that. Drinking water is really important on this journey too. So as of the probiotic and the cleanse and the pink drink, the slim are, it says my connection is stable or unstable. Oh, now it's better. Okay. As the probiotic and the products are breaking down all of those toxins in your body, you need that water to flush it through. So the rule of thumb is half of your body weight and turn that into ounces. So 200 pounds, half of that is 100, of course, and you turn that into ounces. So 100 ounces is what you should be shooting for. That being said, go with baby steps and do not feel bad about that. If you don't drink water normally in a day, starting, with maybe a quarter of that, with 50 ounces and shooting for that goal. But know that those goals are really, really important. Watching your sugar and your carbs is going to help with these products as well. So the ProBio is going in and it wants to break down all of that yeast that you have built up in your system. If you keep adding to that, it's not going to really break down what's meant to be broken down. So drinking your water, and it's not saying that you have to go with a completely gluten-free, sugar-free diet. That's not what I'm saying. But you don't want to be eating, 4 plates of spaghetti every single day. That's not going to help your cause. And like I said, reach out if you need help with that, with food tips, with, how to get your water in, with your products, how to find that consistent rhythm. If you don't do the work on this journey, it will not work for you. These are not magic pills. It's not something that you're going to take once and in the morning you're going to have every single symptom that you wanted to be resolved. But I promise you that I have seen this hundreds of times when people are consistent with the products, and you're looking at those non-scale victories and those scale victories, it will happen for you. So when you think about your goals, think about where you want to be in 1 month, think of where you want to be in 3 months, in 6 months, in a year from now. Today's the first day of spring while we're recording this video, and the reason that I started this journey was for my daughter and her allergies. And I'm not worried about spring. We've been on these products for almost 18 months now, and it is the light at the end of the tunnel. I know every single day that this gets better for us and we're still healing our bodies, but to be able to see those victories, those goals that we started with at the beginning is amazing. It did not happen overnight. This is the second spring that we haven't had to worry about this stuff with her, but it's something that is phenomenal. So don't stop shooting for those goals, because it will happen for you too. Okay, so the back office and the compensation plan. Once let me bring up my internet. Once you have a website, you don't have to go to your website every single time to log in. If you just go to shopmyplexus.com, it is going to bring up a browser that looks like this. You're going to enter in your username and your password. This is the username and the password that you set up during your login. When you hit this login button, it's going to bring you into what we call our back office. Your back office looks a little bit confusing at first, and I really encourage you to go in and to play around with it and see what's there for you. These training tools are amazing. It's going to walk you through your overviews, how to set up your pay portal, getting messages, all of that stuff. So certainly go through this and see if there's anything there that will help you out. But I'm going to go over just the basics for you. When you are ready to order again, when you signed up, you had an option to set up what we call a convenience order. A convenience order is something that you're going to get every single month. That being said, you do not have to get one every single month. And if you set up, the first time you got the triplex, you got the Slim, the probiotic, and the cleanse. If next month maybe you want to try, you might still have a little bit of cleanse left and you want to try the vitamins, you can change that order at any time that you want to. So if you go to the shopping tab and you go down to this convenience order, it used to be called a backup order. They just changed the name of it. If you do not have one set, this screen will be empty for you. And then you'll just click this add new convenience order and you can bring that up. Your convenience order, once you set it up, you have the options of doing the conditional order or an unconditional order. If you are not sharing these products, that's not going to mean too much for you. Once you start sharing these products, you can make an order that only ships if you don't have anybody order through you. So if we get to that point, we can kind of go further in depth with it. But you set that order up. If you want that order every single month, then put it as unconditional. I explain it to people just like our kids and our family. We love them unconditionally, right? So no matter what happens, you're going to get that order. To be able to set those, you're just going to hit conditional or unconditional. You're going to be able to pick, actually, let me just go in and set up a new one so you can see it. So it's going to pop up and it's going to ask you if you want to do conditional or unconditional. If it is something that you want every single month, you'll just hit unconditional. They already have these packages. You can hit anything that you would like to get in the month. Like I said, this is something that can be changed every month if you want to. You can change everything around. I go through a triplex every month, so I have a triplex pack in there. So you'll click on the packages that you want, and you're just going to click add to order. and then check out. This will bring up, and it says convenience order on the top, so you're going to know if you're just doing a shopping order or convenience order. You can edit the day of the month that you get this on. So where it says process payment on, that's the day of the month it's going to process just after midnight on that night, and then it'll ship usually later on in that day. If you want to change this, you can change it at any point in time just by clicking edit, and it's going to bring up the rest of that month and then the following month. So if you want to change that around, it's completely fine. You can edit that however you want to. This enter verification node trips up a lot of people. That's just a 3-digit code on the back of the card. They do that if you're placing an order, you know, a manual order, or once you do your backup order, your changes, just because the site is super secure. So you just need to enter in that 3-digit code. If there's anything else that you want to add to this order, you can add it doing a quick add in this little bar, and it'll bring up anything. So you can certainly do that, or you can go up here to this item search and it'll take you back to the shopping tab to be able to add anything to that order. Then you're just going to hit save changes, and now it's going to show me that I have my convenience order is saved. If I go back in and check, I should have 2 convenience orders there because I already had one set up that I get. So that's the difference with those convenience orders. They are sent to you every single month. If you don't want to have a convenience order and you just want to be able to go in and buy stuff whenever you want it, kind of like an Amazon shopping tab, then you're going to go under the shopping and you're going to go to shopping cart. This is just a one-time manual order. You can add anything that you want to your cart, just like you did with convenience order. It's going to come up here and you're just going to check out. So that will process right as soon as you hit click on that. So under the shopping tab, the shopping cart is a one-time order. The convenience order is something that you're going to get every single month. Does that make sense to everybody? If you have questions about it, like I said, don't hesitate to stop me and ask. Order and package tracking, you can track every single order that you place underneath that, but in the shipping labels. If you don't, for some reason, get an order, you can go into this reship. If they've ever packaged something wrong and forgotten something that you have ordered, if you call them, they are amazing about it and they will reship it out to you right away. Plexus Print is when you start sharing things. If you want to order business cards or pamphlets or anything like that, you're more than welcome to. The other thing that's really important when you're just getting started is you can go in under this account services. This preview my site, if you ever forget what your site is, it's always shopmyplexus.com and then a backslash and whatever you entered in for your name. But if you click that preview my site, it's going to come up. That's the site, once you start sharing with people, that's the site that you want them to order through. So you can always find that, even if you don't want to go back through the email that your sponsor sent to you. You can go in and you can preview your site. Also under this account services, you can go into, this is where your Plexus Pay portal is. So anything that you order in a month that is over 100 PV, so the triplex combo is 101. If you are ordering the triplex combo for yourself each month, the first 100 PV, the first 99 PV goes back to Plexus each month. After that 100 PV, you start making money back even on your own orders. So if you are ordering the triplex each month plus the X Factor, you're going to get paid on that order. You're going to get a couple dollars back for your order just from your own orders. Once you start sharing with people, and once you have even just your own order in there, you click on this Plexus Pay portal. It's going to bring you to another website. I equate it to PayPal, if you're familiar with PayPal. So this is where Plexus deposits all of your commissions, whether it's just your orders or whether it's on other people's orders. And once you start sharing, we have videos to go in and kind of help you with all of that stuff too. My internet's super slow. If you have not set this up yet, sometimes you cannot set it up until you get that first commissions check. So your welcome packs don't count for your commissions because they are already discounted. But the following month, if you have any orders that you have placed that are over 100 PV, you'll get your first paycheck by the 15th of the following month, Or if you have shared with anybody and they've joined with the company, then you'll get that a little bit sooner. But you're gonna, if you did not get the email from Plexus and you think that you should have something waiting for you, you can hit this resend activation email. This is not your username that you sign into the other website with. You sign in with this with your ambassador ID and then a password that you've created. So that's why you need that activation email to be able to set all of that up. Once you're in there, there's a couple different things you can do. You can see a credit card on that screen. They will either transfer all of your commissions to that credit card. You can use it to pay for upcoming orders, or you can have it transferred into your bank account. However you choose to do that is completely fine. And like I said, there's a lot of other things that are in this. Your dashboard is going to go over your PV. It's going to have, if you have a convenience order on or a backup order on, your reports are going to tell you, if you have any new ambassadors or if you want to be able to go in and see any new customers that you have once you start sharing with those people. That part of it is really, really amazing. Underneath of this tools, this is something else that I really love. If you go to tools and then library or multimedia library, there are thousands of articles that they have saved, ranging from gut health to the products, to workout tips, exercising, of course, with workout, meal prep. They have so many things in there. They also have this really neat tab that they've just come out with in the last few months called Shareables. This Shareables tab, if you want to share these things, you can share them to email. You can email the catalog to anyone. You can share it to Facebook. Any media that's on here that you want to share, it is going to be directly linked to your website. So say that you do want to share with somebody and you click on one of those. Again, my internet's really slow because I'm using it for Zoom, but if you click on one of these icons or images and you click share, then it's going to be able to come up and it's going to link it so you can put it right on your Facebook page. But then anybody that clicks on that picture is going to be taken right to your website once you share it on Facebook. So that's a really great way to get people looking around with stuff too. Okay. Any questions on the back office or with the comp plan or anything? Okay. Almost done. I told you it'd be short and sweet. If you are thinking about sharing is something that is completely done by individuals. I told people that I was never going to share these products, and had I decided that I never wanted to, that would have been completely fine. I would not have had to. There's nobody on this team that is going to be pressuring you into anything. If you do think that you would like to, it can also be done in any way that you want. Some of us, if you follow me on Facebook, I share about these products every single day because they are a huge part of my life and it's one of my passions. I did not start out sharing like that. I was nervous. I was anxious the first time I ever posted on Facebook. And long before that, I'd started messaging people about it. Friends that I talked to that had the same allergy issues that my daughter did. My mom had a lot of health issues, so I called her once I started. That sharing part for me didn't take to Facebook right away. It came from the people that I cared about the most, and I wanted them to join me on the journey. So if you're thinking about that, know that anybody on the page will help you with that. But just really quick, if you have 3 friends or family, anybody that joins the journey with you, a really quick, brief overview of the comp plan, you get $25 back for each one of those people when they buy a welcome pack. Once you have your first 3 people, you get a $100 bonus for the company. So if you have 3 people that you think would get healthy along with you, that's $175 back right away if they join and do the $34.95 with you. If you just have 3 friends that want to share or family that want to not share, to order through your website and they order the triplex pack, you get $35 back for each one of them. You get $20 if they're ordering as a preferred customer. You get $20 for a bonus for each one of them, and you get 15% of anything that's over 100 until you get to 500, and then you'd actually be getting $45 a person. So know that that option is there for you and that the company is remarkable. They're remarkable with the products, they're remarkable with the way that they do the comp plan and give back. And that is a complete option. It's always up to you. It's never something that you have to do just because you did the $34.95 part. One of the other things that the company always kind of poses is, what if this could change everything? And at first, I'm going to be honest with you, when I read that, when I got my first welcome kit, I thought that it was kind of silly because there's not a way that these products could really change everything. But I wasn't seeing the bigger picture. I wasn't seeing how many things would change for our family once our health changed and once I got my energy back and once I was really able to be present with my kids and I wasn't having those symptoms that we were dealing with all the time. It changed everything for our family. And I want that for each one of you too. So if you need help with anything, I cannot say it enough. Don't hesitate to reach out. That's what this page is for. If you want to send private messages, whatever you need to do to make sure that you get going on this journey the way that, that's going to best suit you and for your goals. If you need help, reach out. Consistency is key. Getting your water intake in, starting to watch your diet and getting up and moving will really let these products do what they're designed to do and start addressing that gut health so we can start addressing all the other issues that go along with that. So I'm really excited that you're here, whether you're watching this live tonight or, if you're watching the recording at any point in time, do not hesitate to reach out and we'll get you going the way that we should. Oh, hi, Trisha. Now I can see everybody's faces. And Kelsey. Fun. Cool. All right. If you guys need anything, I know I'm a broken record, but don't hesitate to reach out because that's the biggest part of this. I promise you, when I first started going, the biggest thing is that you know that you do not have to do every single thing right away. When I started sharing, I didn't know everything about the products. I learned as I went. I didn't know everything about the back office. I learned as I went. You don't walk into a new job or into a new situation and know every single thing that there is to know about this stuff or, the new job that you're walking into. So don't take that you need to do that with Plexus either. This is a complete learn as you grow process. And the most amazing thing about it is that there's 400 people, right around you that have gone through the same thing too and are here to help you every step of the way. So don't hesitate if you need anything on this journey. All right, thanks for tuning in. I will stop recording